Well, I made these journals a while back and forgot to list them. Silly me. This is when we did the caboodle I had to do with the tea theme. So let me go through these two. I have two journals. And if you recall, we made these various little cups. I think we had like 3 or 4 different styles. And I just wrapped it up in some fabric. Also, I had this doily that I thought was so pretty, and it had these various ladies. So I cut up one of those pieces, and so that's going along with each journal. And it's been so long since I looked at this, I forget what's in here. Oh yeah, I just had some different flippy flops here. Ooh. I'm looking at it new for the first time. Who knew? Well, that's kind of cute. Oh, yeah. And then we had a lot of teacups. And then this is fabric. This is some really pretty fabric. I just keep, you know, hoping that I'll keep having some pieces, but it's dwindling down fast. And then some fabric that had some writing on it. So that's what's there on the front. And then also some lace right here. This is some handmade paper. I didn't make it, but it's handmade. And this came from an antique um, sheet music. I forget it was a book or just some sheet music. Some more of the teacups and teapots. And as with most of my journals, what I do is I kind of, you know, try to carry a certain theme, and then I give you a bunch of goodies to further embellish it so it can be more of your journal and your artistic interpretation of the goodies that are in there. Oh, I have ooh, hello. I love drawing the different plants. My things are barely starting to bloom, my different flowers, so we'll see what I'll be able to have this season. Um, this was a table runner that I chopped up. Cute little teapot. Oh, that came from an old music book. I remember that for sure. Little cup of tea with some little stamps. These have the little teacups on the stamps. They're cute. Make it look like it's got the little tea bag inside the cup. The other side of that runner. And then here in the back, I have some little tags. They have some little cups, teacups on them. And then this lovely little girl. Those go in there. And then I'm not going to, well, maybe I will open one of them. This is all the goodies that come with the journal. I had a lot of the leftovers that I was playing with the kit. So here are some of the stamps. These are some of the really cute napkins that we used also in the kit. And just little pieces of, there was a whole bunch of little cards that we used that had to do with different plants. And those just little pieces that came from there. I was using those as stamps also. And then some of the large piece of fabric that I forgot to mention that that's here on the spine. So you get a piece of that. Oh yeah, here's some of the cards I was mentioning. I cut some of those up and turned them into stamps. And then some more teacups. And then some scraps of the antique papers that I used in there. And then just gobs of stuff. I just got all my leftovers, separated it into these 2 bundles. So there might be some duplicates, but lots of stuff to put and play with in your journal. You could make a whole other journal if you wanted. Anyway, if you guys have bought my journals before, you know you get all the fun leftovers. Yes, it goes on and on. That's why I'm only going to go through one. They're very similar, same amount of content. Oh my gosh. Will it ever end? I don't think so. Oh, I just love these papers. Anyway, you get those scraps to play with those. Oh, and a little envelope. Anyway, so you get all those goodies to play with. And each journal will come with one of these little packets. You keep those all together with that one. And then this, and here's the same packet that goes with this one. And here are some of the cups. And another girl with her dress. And then this opens up. Maybe. My fingers aren't working too well today. So that opens up. And again, it has some of that I don't know if that's crocheted. I'm not sure how that is made, but that came from a really old piece that I have. And most of the pages in here come from, you know, like the same printouts or the same music books that I used. of old sheet music. I think those were so pretty. This was like the early 1900s. I love the artwork. And here's some more fabric. And again, using that fabric there on the spine. And what doll do I have here? Oh, we got another doll here. Another paper doll and a couple more tags. Plus all of the goodies like the other one had. So these will be in the shop. I have a few other things that I haven't listed, so there'll be another video soon, and showing those listings. I just didn't want the video to be too long, so I'm separating them. All right, these will be in the shop. If you're watching, they are there, and they're waiting for you. Tea time. Oh, and you're also going to get sleepy time. This is really good. I love the way this tastes. So I thought I need to, put it in there with the tea journal, right? What's a tea journal without the tea? I mean, you got the cups. You got the cups. You got to have the tea. All right, they'll be in the shop.